Legend of the War here, and today we've got a Rating a Doomstack video covering a Grail Guardian Doomstack, commanded by the Fey Enchantress, where we've also got 3 Paladins here, which I imagine they're there to take out single entities. So the Grail Guardians have gone over a fairly significant rework with the latest patch, including also Grail Knights. So these units now, instead of having 60 entities on Ultra Unit scale, they're now down to 32, which actually makes them stronger because their actual stats hasn't gone down. So each individual Grail Knight takes more punishing to kill, which means it gives you more opportunity for a life wizard to heal them, because life magic is not useful for healing for entities that have very low health, because oftentimes 1 or 2 hits and they're dead anyway, so you just don't get that opportunity to get them back up to full health. This is why life magic is especially good for single entities. So with 32, that's pretty good because each one of them have quite a bit of health now. We've also got a fair bit of ward save. We've got 18% and the Blessing of the Lady, because that applies once the battle begins. So we've got 33% there. Now we're going up against 3 different factions across 4 armies here. We've got Wintertooth, the Legion of Chaos, and Prince Sigvald the Magnificent with the Decadent Host here. Now the biggest threat to us in this battle is Rampage. They've got a few units that can induce Rampage, so those are a big problem because the mass changes allow us to just keep a huge momentum going on. Grail Guardians, despite having good melee stats, they shouldn't be left just to sit there stagnant and keep fighting. And if they go into Rampage, then you're not going to be able to use that cycle charging. So that's something we need to be aware of and be careful about. Also, the auto resolve here is absolutely insane. That's on very hard battle difficulty. That's very rare to see a heroic victory on an auto resolve. You know, let's jump in here and see how we go. So first thing I want to see is how much the mass changes has affected Grail Guardians, because I haven't played a Bretonnia campaign since the patch. And I've heard a lot of the discussion around these units, that basically no infantry unit, braced or otherwise, can stop their charge, and they just plow through it as if they're nothing. Only monster units have any chance of dealing with Grail Knights or Grail Guardians, which is why I kind of think that Grail Knights would be better, because Grail Knights have anti-large. While Grail Guardians are specifically anti-infantry, a Grail Knight unit would still have the same amount of mass and just be able to plow through them anyway, whereas you really want to take out the monster units as quickly as possible. Bonus versus large, it may not seem like it's high value, but it really is. Okay, so the first army that's standing out over here isn't really that much of a concern apart from the monster units, but what I want to do is just send 1 unit in and just see how much the mass changes have affected them, and sort of wait for these guys to come in. Then I want to try to snipe the ones that cause Rampage, if possible. Once all the ones that cause Rampage have been defeated, then we shouldn't really have a problem with dominating the battlefield. Now, all of their armies are going to come in at the same time, which is normally a very huge concern for a cavalry-based army. So this would normally be a very bad engagement. Actually, let's use this. So Lance Formation gives us extra mass, acceleration, charge bonus, charge speed, but reduces our melee defense. So you definitely don't want to stay in prolonged combat with this. But let's see what its pushing power is like. Some monsters over here. But if we get stuck, I'll just get the other guys to come and bail them out. So we don't ever want to stop. Keep moving. It's usually best to attack the unit that's next to the one you're actually trying to attack. Okay, these ones are on the move. Let's get out of it. Alright, we didn't get that many kills, but we did 5,000 damage. Which, that's pretty good for what was essentially just one little charge. Well, it's a pretty big charge. With 1 unit. And the only thing that did some damage to us was the Marauder Javelin. But nobody died, so life magic can just heal us, no problem.
Hurry. Send them below.
Cool. Back to full health. No big deal. They got perfect vigor, so we didn't get tired at all. Alright, now, let's send the Paladins to take out these single entities, because the cavalry, despite all their mass changes and bonuses and everything, they're still not going to be good against these guys here. And because they kind of lack missile units, and they're not even going to shoot at Paladins because they're too small, we should be able to take these guys out without any real resistance. But yeah, if we let them land, they'll cause huge problems on our Grail Guardians. Then I need to target anything that's going to cause rampage. And he seems to be faster than the other one.
Bretonia needs me. I am your man. I see glory.
Yep, Paladins are good fighters, so they'll take this idiot Demon Prince out really quickly. You really don't need that potion of healing there. Not if you've got the Feint Enchantress with life magic. We don't have to worry about constantly healing them. We'll just heal them when they're done here. Just take out these flying units first. That's what they're there for. Actually, these ones here are anti-large. We should take out the Screamers first.
Bretonia, victory is assured. Magic is chaos.
Bloodthirster coming in here.
Magic is chaos. Battle ready. My blade is yours.
See any issues, just keep it up. So what we're doing here, just taking out all the units that the Grail... Oh, hang on. This one's got regen. Okay. Okay. We've got quite a few things attacking us there. Let's pull out just for a moment, get a quick heal, and then come back in. Seems like we're the attacker. I didn't actually check. Come on, get back over here. Because they're just constantly reforming. Being stupid. Go back into that formation. Alright, it's playing Demon Prince music. Oh, Chaos Undivided. That's it. Just want to fight one greater demon at a time, I think.
Yes. My soul is aflame.
So this guy here put up more of a fight than that Demon Prince did. Yeah, that Demon Prince is a bloody joke. Daniel.
Ready for battle. Sorceress.
Okay, Korn's Bloody Fist is out of here. I think the Knights of Immolation are more of a threat than the Golden Griffin of Theurgy. Take them out first. And then I don't think there's any more flyers we need to worry about. A lot of units on the battlefield here though. Which is usually very bad for cavalry-based armies. And this is all I'm going to use this for. Just to take out these ones. Now, where is that Regiment of Renown? Yeah, that one there. Gotta be aware of this one here. The Bringers of Beguilement. Rampage is really bad for a cavalry unit that needs to keep moving. As I've said many times before, Rampage is very much an anti-player ability. Because the AI is very stupid. They'll just charge in on anything and then just stay into melee. But the player isn't that stupid. They'll try to pull out. And Rampage stops you from doing that. So, probably good for multiplayer, but not good to encounter in single player. Looks like this one over here has been overcasting or something.
Your command.
Fey Enchantress. Post haste.
Oh yeah, that did a fair bit of damage actually. But anyway, it's out of here. Alright, anything else we've got to worry about? Nothing up in the air that we need to worry about, I think. Alright. they're done for the battle. Thank you very much. I'll just heal them so that we regain some of our balance of power. Because we've got plenty of wins. Okay, Grail Guardian time. Now, that unit there, we either avoid it or try to take it out now. Maybe I should magic it away, because it's just so bloody dangerous.
Hurry.
So they've gone super wide, so obviously you don't send an equally wide attack. Attack just one of their flanks. Okay, just wait for them to stop moving. I think I'll use Dwellers Below, which I don't normally use. But that is a insanely dangerous unit. You should really try to snipe that stuff. This will cause them, I think, to start charging at us as well. Maybe I should just use Awakening of Wood. Yeah, I should probably just keep using Awakening of Wood. Awakening of Wood. Because, yeah, that rampage, that'll screw us up big time. Oh, we're getting shot by a hell cannon. It's not doing that much to us. I'll just... just go in. I'd use this, but they'll dodge that for sure. Okay, when doing like a mass charge like this, I don't think that lance formation is good because you tend to get a bit stuck. And there's some large units in here.
Post haste.
If we could just get that to start crumbling, start getting it banished, that'd be really useful to us. Big blubber fighting over here, that's fine. They can handle that. Go get rid of all these bloody large units.
Ever ready.
Well, in a straight up blob, you know, they do a good job. Barely taking any damage there. That 33% wood save is really helping.
Awaken my vengeful brothers. Magic danger. Ready for battle.
Grail Guardians!
Looks like all the units have come onto the battlefield, so these ones here, the Eternal Entourage, a lot of regiments are down here. But we're not really taking any damage. That being said, every time we cast a spell, we give them a tiny little bit of healing.
We'll be back!
I'm not sure if that one's going to break, even if we bring it down to near 0 health. So Chaos Warriors of Khorne over here, not really doing that much. Let's give him a bit of a heal.
Grail Guardians!
But no casualties so far, so that's good.
Awaiting orders! Grail Guardians! Write them down!
Okay, need to get out of this blob. But for some reason, they're just not charging at us, they're just playing really passive.
Sure as the fall!
Okay, good, that's the Hell Cannon dealt with. Right, don't worry about the infantry. What I'm trying to do here is take out all the stuff that's going to stop us from basically being a lawnmower.
Post haste!
So we took out quite a lot of cavalry there, and some monsters. What are the other stuff that's going to stop us? So trolls, that'll be a problem. We could probably just run right through a giant. That's not going to be a problem. Alright, I think the only thing now that's going to be any kind of problem is the bloody rampage-inducing bitches. We need to stop them.
Ah non.
But they're somewhere around over here. There they are.
at once.
Really want to just charge in here and just mow right through them. But Rampage would just cause us so many problems. What about Sigvald? No, he's not going to cause Rampage.
Forthwith. Lakai Scython. Honor her.
Yeah, I just don't think that that's going to... probably at first contact with the Grail Guardians, they'll die. Oh, didn't see what was going on over here. It's okay, sort that out. Those will be a little bit of a problem. So let's see if we can target them now. Because they're anti-large. So take them out when they're isolated. Not concerned about these. Oh wait, they are anti-large. Okay, let's begin the main fight. Mostly infantry, let's plow right through them and see how this goes. Let's see how far we can push this mass. Tell you what, cavalry would not have been able to do this before. Yeah, infantry is not even a slowdown for them. Monsters definitely are. Kind of reminds me of like the Ride of the Rohirrim in Return of the King. Man, they're really throwing them a long distance, so if there was a hill here and we were kicking them down the hill, that'd be really bloody good. Oh, I'll tell you what, a Dweller's below right in there. Ooh, that'd be good. I'm going to pull them out a little bit. A lot of monsters in there that'll get us stuck. And if those... Oh yeah, if they touch us, that could be a big problem. But it doesn't look like any casualties. And we got out really easily. Cavalry would just gotten stuck. Just would have had to commit to the fight.
Swiftly.
Hardly anyone got left behind. Okay, go in for another round. Here we go. Actually, let's time. Oh, one died. We took one. We've actually taken 2 casualties now. Maybe some guys will left behind. Let's use lance formation now and see if that does any better.
Moving a base. We serve the lady. For the king. Take the ground. Close, take. Immediately. Charge. Cut them down.
Oh god, that mass. I would never have done this normally prior to this patch. Never ever charge into such a thick blob like that with cavalry. It's asking for trouble.
Swiftly! Immediately!
Well, their pull-out game is strong, that's for sure. Alright, I'm going to take him out of lance formation. I think when dealing with blobs, you don't want lance formation. Okay, I'm going to try to spread out a bit and actually surround them. Since they're insisting on blobbing up. Let's make them pay for it. No, it's fate. Just want you to be nearby, that's it. If we start playing our music, means we're winning. Good, we've got the pincer here. Okay, seems like they're finally starting to get a little bit stuck there.
Morgiana. I serve her. Destroy them. With haste. Enchantress.
Oh, Fade Chances, I don't really want you in there. She's valuable in there, but I want the Grail Guardians to sort this out. With her just providing support for healing. Because yeah, if we had a big blob and threw her in there, she'd do tons of kills. I don't think any of them went rampaged in this battle, so let's go. I think we took out the demonettes that had that. Nobody's lost any more than just one casualty on any particular unit so far, so that's going really well. I would have never charged into a blob like that prior to this patch. Never ever. The damage output isn't insane. We're not killing them immediately on the charge, which would have happened in like Medieval 2. But it just gives us the ability to get out of these combat. Which was always the cavalry's biggest weakness, their inability to pull out. Oh, that one's taking 2 casualties. Liked that charge. Okay, let's do that again. Be a good time to use the Chalice of Potions as well, in amongst that, but like I said, I want the Grail Guardians to do it. This one's taking 3 casualties. That's not good. Yeah, I would have been surprised if that giant didn't get killed.
Enchantress.
Actually, if we can get this giant to run away, that'd be good.
Grail Guardians.
We should be pretty close to the army losses now, I think.
Awaiting orders.
We've only got one more heal left.
For battle. Ready for battle.
This guy here's taking a bit of damage.
Take the ground.
I am the Fae.
Full teeth. To victory. Moving a base. Grail Guardians.
Morgiana.
Remember your vows.
Giant's back over here.
Apace.
Bound by honor. Awaiting orders.
I'll tell you what, cavalry feels a lot more satisfying to use like this. Of course, this is kind of overpowered.
Done. Forthwith. Winds of magic, rise!
Attack! On to glory! At speed!
Sorceress.
At speed!
Knights of Petunia! Immediately!
Knights of Cathonia! Now!
At once!
Moving at pace!
Thought the army losses would trigger by about now. Nope.
Fae and
All those awakening of the woods that I used earlier stopped me from getting full use of magic for healing. There's still a fair bit we could do.
swiftly. Hurry.
Swiftly! Great knights! Put in! Yes!
Ready for battle. Heal me, Lily.
Grail Guardians!
With haste!
Doesn't matter that much if we're fighting in the forest.
For the king!
For the lady!
We've only got 2 units fighting there. They're taking a bit of damage. It says that they're winning.
Break them!
Now the problem's these single entities, which the Grail Guardians can't handle. It's pretty much all that's left. Send the Paladins in to finish the job.
Grail Guardians! Bring them to ruin! Now formation! Now! Kill the enemies of Petunia! Cut them down!
I am the Fae. For the lady.
It's down, gives them some extra melee defense. Because yeah, cycle charging against monsters doesn't really do very much. You have to just pin them down and kill them.
Great Guardians! Put them down!
Okay, I can see the army losses starting to trigger now. Now, we're starting to take a lot of damage, but we haven't actually taken that many casualties, so when the battle ends, it won't look like we've taken that much damage. Because all the living units will get their full health back. It's just this giant and Sigvald just couldn't army loss them for some reason. Sigvald got a few kills in. But yeah, the Grail Guardians wouldn't be good against him.
Enchantress.
We are ready. Battle ready.
He's worth so much balance of power that we've destroyed his entire army, but still not army lost him.
command. I am your man.
There we go. Yep, now he's been army lost. Well, he's still only got 8 kills, which is, what, a quarter of a Grail Guardian unit killed?
Morgiana.
Heroic victory, nice. I would have been, yeah, see, we didn't really take that much damage. Now, going up against 3 different factions where they're all present on the battlefield right from the beginning, that is normally very difficult for cavalry to overcome. The fact that we overcame it and barely took any damage, and the fact that the auto resolve also assumed that we were going to do that, that's very powerful. Now, of course, this army is also relatively expensive, but Bretonnia does have the economy to be able to sustain it. And I'm fairly sure that if you get lots of pasture buildings, you can just keep reducing their upkeep cost. And since that building is very common, you can do it quite a bit.
Who calls me Hex?
But this guy here doesn't seem to have conquered much territory. So if we have a look here, each one of them is costing 434. But if we go down to Lyonesse, yeah, these buildings here, reduced upkeep costs for Knights Errant, Knights of the Realm, Grail Knights, Questing Knights, and Grail Guardians, all armies. So 3% might not seem like much, but because Bretonnia doesn't have supply lines, you know, it all adds up, especially when you start getting loads of them. And this is a very common building, so I think there might be about 20 or 30 of these buildings across the entire map. So you're probably not going to get them completely free, but you can get them down to the point where their upkeep cost is trivial. Recruiting them's not too difficult for Bretonnia. You can definitely recruit them fairly quickly, as long as you've got, of course, their final trough sorted, this one here. But she already has that sorted to begin with, I believe, at least for Grail Guardians. Isn't that put into her? I'm not sure where exactly it's stated, but I'm pretty sure she's able to get them at the start. In terms of rating this Doomstack, super powerful. I don't think I'd rate it 10 out of 10 just because you do need to have some micro skill, and typically speaking 10 out of 10 Doomstacks are like reserved for the ones that you don't need any brain cells to use at all. You can just click a button and then just watch them destroy anything and they can't lose. And that's not this battle here, that's not this army here. Had to micro them, didn't have to micro them too heavily, but still had to do some micro. So not super easy to use. But in terms of overall power, super strong. They've got a massive weakness against single entities and large units, which is where I think that Grail Knights might have actually been a little bit better than Grail Guardians. But these guys here having a bit more defensive capabilities, you know, it's up to you which way you want to go about it. And then obtaining them is not super easy, but it's also not that difficult either because Bretonnia grows very quickly and have got a robust economy. But overall, appreciate this one being sent in. It's a super powerful Doomstack and viable within the campaign, you know, in the later stages of the campaign. You're obviously not going to get on turn 10. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. I imagine that this is probably going to get nerfed later down the track because I imagine for multiplayer that it'd be broken to just have units just plowing through infantry even if they're braced. So I don't expect this to last forever. But that being said, the Taliesin faction ability where they reduce upkeep cost for every war that they're in, I thought they were going to patch that out months ago and they still haven't gotten around to it. So it might actually be around for a little while before they get to it. Who knows? Anyway, that's the end of this one. Appreciate you guys. See you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.